Hey everyone, RDC Extension here. Today we have another Amalgam casting. This is going to be part 4. Parts 1, 2, and 3 are going to be linked in the description, so you can check that out. Anyways, last time when I did part 3, I did it in not chronological order. So that's why it might be a little odd starting at a different character. So, starting out, we're going to start with the Scarlet Terminator. He's played by Darth Bully McGuire. And he's an amalgam of Barry Allen and Deathstroke. So now we have a bunch of amalgams. I'm just gonna skip. I'm still feeling sick, everyone, so just bear with me. I'm still feeling not that well, but I haven't been, but like I said, my Walking Dead Issues Comics review, I have been feeling a bit better. But yeah. So the next character we have is Harlequin, played by Nate from King of Random. He's an amalgam of Green Lantern and the Trickster. Next up is the Invisible Destroyer, played by Grace, again from King of Random, and she's an amalgam of Invisible Woman and Green Lantern. Shorm, S-H-O-R-M, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but is played by Kevin, again from King of Random, from the King of Random. He's an amalgam of Dr. Octopus and Green Lantern. We have Green Panther, played by King Hudson. I'm sorry if I mispronounced. Again from King of the Random, or the King of Random. He's an amalgam of Black Panther and Green Lantern. We have Xanthophobia, Xanthophophobia. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. He's played by Mr. Nightmare, and he's an amalgam of Sinestro and Scarecrow. Next up, we have Spider-Boy, a character from the comics. He's played by Jordan Genovese. I'm not sure if I mispronounced that. He's an amalgam of Spider-Man and Superboy. I know Spider-Boy in the comics is more Ben Reilly Spider-Man, but you know what I mean. Alias is played by Chris. He's an amalgam of Spider-Man and Green Arrow. The Black Wasp, played by Tasha Tipton. Not sure if I mispronounced that. She's an amalgam of Black Widow and Captain Marvel. Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, not Shazam, Captain Marvel. Mistress Zombie is played by Leah Fiore. I'm not sure if I mispronounced that. But yeah, this is Leah. She's an amalgam of Zatanna and Solomon Grundy. Next up is Matrix, played by Leah and this one is Molly. She's an amalgam of Supergirl and Mystique. Next up is Leopard, played by Pokimane. She's an amalgam of Sherry and Mysterio. The Living Weapon, played by T-Few. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. He's an amalgam of The Punisher and Iron Fist. Next up, we have Scarecrow, played by Jewell and this one is Steve. He's an amalgam of Mysterio and Solomon Grundy. Next up, we have Apocalypse, played again by Jewell and this one's Lacey. She's an amalgam of Negasonic Teenage Warhead and Solomon Grundy. Now, this is a controversial one. We have the Cosmic Ghost Rider, played by Jay Station, and he's an amalgam of the Punisher and Ghost Rider. Again, Cosmic Ghost Rider is a character in the comics, but Jay Station, the fact that he's playing is a bit controversial. I'm actually a little scared to see how most people are going to react for this casting. I'm sure some people would wouldn't care, but if you know anything about Jay Station, you know what I'm talking about. Next up is Dr. Magician, played by Tackless Rhyme, and he's an amalgam of Doctor Strange and Mysterio. Next up is Warner Man, played by Andy but I have no idea how to pronounce that. He's an amalgam of Spider-Man and Clayface. Again, Andy, if you comment this video, please let me know how you pronounce this, so that way I know. Next up is Professor Jewell, played by Lady Genevieve. I'm not sure if I mispronounced that, but she's an amalgam of Jessica Jones and the Reverse Flash. We have Dorian, a character from the comics, from the Amalgam comics. He's played by Matthew Santoro, and he's an amalgam of Orion and Thor. Next up is Survivor, played by Bishika. I'm not sure if I mispronounced that. And she's an amalgam of the Huntress from DC, and of course Solomon Grundy. How do I pronounce this? Except ACCIPITRIFORME. I have no idea how to pronounce that. But anyways, she's played by Queen the Fangirl. She's an amalgam of Hawkgirl and the Vulture. Next up is Professor America, played by the Man of Recaps. He's an amalgam of Captain America and the Reverse Flash. Next up is Monster, played by Ryan George. He's an amalgam of the Hulk and Two-Face. Next one is Tachophobia, played by Cody Leach. He's an amalgam of the Flash and Scarecrow. Next up is the Prisoner, played by Predator. He's an amalgam of the Punisher and Solomon Grundy. Next up is the White Knight, played by J.J. Hatter 3. He's an amalgam of Moon Knight and Mad Hatter. Next up is Flamebell, played by Megan's Reactions. She's an amalgam of Jesse Quick and Mysterio. The next one is Suspectable, played by Bridget Clausen Brule. I'm not sure if I mispronounced that. She's an amalgam of Black Cat and Mysterio. Atlanta, I'm not sure if I don't know how you pronounce it. Atalanta, played by Atlanta King. She's an amalgam of Black Cat and Kraven the Hunter. Sorry. Next one is Jessica Constantine, played by Ashley Hanks. She's an amalgam of Jessica Jones and John Constantine. Magician, the Huntress. She's played by the Pofo Show. She's an amalgam of Zatanna and Kraven the Hunter. Song Toy Lady is played by Iman Snow. She's an amalgam of Domino and Negasonic Teenage Warhead. My apologies. Next up is Mianda. I don't know how you say that. It's Minyade. She's played by that beautiful punk. She's an amalgam of Batgirl and Elektra. Art. She's played by Rose of Sharon. She's an amalgam of Zatanna and Green Lantern. Phobia. She's played by Impression Blend. She's an amalgam of Zatanna and Scarecrow. Journalism, not sure if I mispronounced that, is played by Aggressive Comics with an X. Again, I'm sorry. She's an amalgam of Zatanna and Clayface. Fatal 5, played by Free Bicycles Tour. She's an amalgam of Supergirl and Reverse Flash. Soundtrack, played by Larissa and Lauren. This one is for Larissa. She's an amalgam of Black Canary and Mysterio. VFX is again played by Larissa and Lauren. This one is Lauren. She's an amalgam of Black Canary and Clayface. Duet, played by Six Sneaky. I'm not sure if I mispronounced that. She's an amalgam of Flash and Supergirl. Weapon Hex, a character from Warp World. She's played by the Lexi Crowd, and she's an amalgam of X-23 and Scarlet Witch. Soldier Supreme is played by Nathan Rojas. He's an amalgam of Captain America and Doctor Strange. Violator, played by Dead Meat. He's an amalgam of Joker and Ghost Rider. Abracadabra is played by Super Blue, and he's an amalgam of Reverse Flash and Mysterio. Angelophobia is played by Daco. He's an amalgam of Angel and Scarecrow. Shockwave played by Unreal Ent Gaming. He's an artist in Electro. Protest, played by Jeremy John. He's an amalgam with the Joker and Mysterio. Shooter, played by Telsa72. He's an amalgam with Punisher and Deadshot. Police Follower, played by Captain Forrest. He's an amalgam with Black Panther and Iron Fist. Beetle, played by Yasumiya Reacts. She's an amalgam with Spider-Man and Scarlet Witch. Professor Panther, played by Giovanni. He's an amalgam with Black Panther and Reverse Flash. Cod Pie, played by Christine Boo and Boo Boo. She's an amalgam of Lobo and Cheetah. And One Grand, played by Paulo26. He's an amalgam of Captain America and Deadshot. And 134, played by Multi-Topic Talk. He's an amalgam of The Flash and The Punisher. Cranberry, played by Katie O'Shaughnessy. I'm not sure if I mispronounced that. He's an amalgam of Black Canary and Solomon Grundy. Her, played by 8 Connection TV. He's an amalgam of John Constantine and Shuri. Alcohol, played by Medusa. She's an amalgam of Black Cat and Poison Ivy. Negan, played by Nick Grimes. He is an amalgam of Deadpool and Solomon Grundy. Coming Back from the Dead, played by Travis Shawn 2. Not sure if I mispronounced it. He's an amalgam of Red Hood and Solomon Grundy. Vision, played by Kevin Williams. He's an amalgam of Black Panther and Mysterio. Artwork, played by Nova and Mom Reacts. This one goes for Nova. She's an amalgam of Black Canary and Mysterio. I don't know. I'm too lazy to check. Tactile, played by Nova and Reacts. And Nova and Mom Reacts. This one goes for the mom. She's an amalgam of Black Widow and Mysterio. Fly, played by Liam Catterson. He's an amalgam of Spider-Man and Hawkeye. Ladybug, played by AJ Heb. She's an amalgam of Spider-Woman and Mysterio. The Trickster is a character from the comics, more from DC. This is more the Renegades, but this one is an amalgam. Played by my Skirm. This one's Bob, obviously. Reverse Flash and Trickster amalgam. Next one is Shanto Chiat. I have no idea how to pronounce that. It's Bob. Mandy, this is for Mandy, Bob's wife. She's an amalgam of Shang-Chi and Shadowcat. Thunder, played by Crank Gameplays. He's an amalgam of Electro and Mysterio. Testophobia, played by Austin Eruption, is an amalgam of Scarecrow and Riddler. Plane, played by Vaconia. She's an amalgam of Harlequin and Atrocitus. Scrine, played by Strawberry Farmer. She's an amalgam of Zatanna and Mirror Master. Light, played by Geek Information, or Lance on Eric's channel, Eric's Reload's channel. He's an amalgam of Black Lightning and Mirror Master. Vibration, played by Carlos Anything, is an amalgam of The Flash and Vibe. Lordless, played by Digital Brin, is an amalgam of Katana and Huntress. Astrophobia, played by LM Reactions, so this is for Loa. She's an amalgam of Captain Marvel and Scarecrow. Substance Abuse, played by LM Reacts. This one is for Melina. She's in Green Arrow and Captain Marvel. Unbreakable Speed, played by Real Talks Reactions Now. He's an amalgam of The Flash and Cage. Sagamore Jewell, played again by Real Talks Reactions Now. She's an amalgam of The Flash and Jessica Jones. Infinity, played by Soliquist. Not sure if I mispronounced that. Gaming. Infinity. He's playing a character known as Infinity. He's an amalgam of Mysterio and the Mirror Master. Arrow, played by Oliver Queen. Not the character. There's a friend of mine, a legendary Flaro. He's a viewer. He has said, I know technically doesn't have a channel, but I decided to cast him just in case if he has one. But he's playing this is the actual character for the comics. He's playing a Green Arrow Hawkeye amalgam. There is a Green Arrow Hawkeye amalgam in the Amalgam comics, but the character's name is Hawkeye. Yeah, not a good name, that's why I chose Arrow. Arrow's a much better name. Pernilio, not sure how to pronounce that. It's played by Mace the Face, a good friend of mine. He's an amalgam of Martian Manhunter and Zatanna. Blue Shark, played by Varro Dark, the Dark Titan Enterprises. She's an amalgam of the Flash and Mera. Shadow Song, played by Graceful Mess. She's an amalgam of Huntress and Ra's al Ghul. Agent Execution, played by Rick Grimes. He's an amalgam of Punisher and Nick Fury. Murder Machine, played by Major Geeks, and is an amalgam of Batman and Cyborg. The Prankster, played by Shady Presley. She's an amalgam of Joker and Harley Quinn. Arachnid, played by Leah Nicole. She's an amalgam of Spider-Man and Black Widow. And that's going to be about it for today. I know I messed up on some of them, but yeah. So anyways, I'll see you next time. Good.